Let's face it, 2020 was a shit show for people's mental health as well as people's physical health, and 2021 isn't looking much better. With gigs not going on or live events, people seem to have turned to social media to help them feel more connected, and rap and grime artists are no different. As a mental health nurse, I'm well aware that there aren't enough services to help everyone during this ongoing crisis. Sometimes we can help each other just literally by expressing how we feel in whatever way works best for us, because it can offer a means of reaching out to those who might feel similarly, and it can help make people feel less alone. Some artists have got the talent and skill to do this through their music and their influence on social media, and so here's 5 of my favourites. Number 1 is Mike Righteous. Mike is renowned within the scene for his emotionally powerful bars and his high energy live performances. Fans thought it would be hard for him to top the success of his 2016 Dreamland album, but then entered 2020 where he released Suicycle. Mental health is the overriding theme of the album, with Mike saying that it was written with the sole purpose of helping others that were suffering from mental illness. So Suicycle's dedicated to Mark, his sister's partner, who tragically took his own life. From what I can gather on social media, the death rocked his entire family, as it would. And since then, Mike's worked tirelessly to promote talking about mental health through his work. I don't know if I'm just getting old or whatever, but these days it seems like the music industry kind of values individual singles and streaming over sort of well thought out and crafted albums, because you know how back in the day you used to get an album and listen to it over and over again, and these days it just seems to be more singles and how many streams artists get. But I would recommend everyone sit down and listen to Suicycle from start to finish, because every single song on that album delivers bars that really kind of pack emotional punches, and it definitely cements Mike at the top of the list of wordsmiths. 2 on my list is Deep Art. This guy has relentlessly savaged the scene with his bars. He's so poetical. He's literally, since day one, this guy's been doing it and doing it hard. In 2017, he almost quit music for good, but luckily he didn't, and last year he came back with a vengeance and this amazing new album, Deep Art, and I'd really recommend you check it out. The album's got one clear message, basically to let people know it's okay to vent and speak about their problems. He's a proper hero when it comes to mental health. He's even donated 50% of all of the pre-order money to the charity Young Minds, which supports young people with mental health problems. He intelligently challenges stereotypes, and he seems to understand that when people are at their lowest, they don't want to be sort of listening to people boasting about their perfect lives and all the money they've got. They want to hear real people talking about real struggles. Despite his success, he remains a humble family man, and he always makes the effort to talk to his fans on social media. He's a proper gem. Number 3 on my list is Frankie Stay Woke. Quarter of the female All-Stars collective, she is independently massively talented in her own right as an artist. Her Spotify releases are pretty badass, pretty heavy, but I think Frankie's real genius stems from her talent that comes with her ability to be able to articulate her feelings, which she does so beautifully. In videos on her Instagram account, she remains consistently lyrically fearless. She talks about mental health with brutal honesty, which has earned a massive respect amongst her fans. Her bars about addiction, self-harm and eating disorders are gritty, unapologetic, and she's the only artist on this list who's managed to make me cry with her words. Talking about mental health honestly shows strength, and when it comes to doing this, Frankie Stay Woke is undoubtedly the queen. Number 4, Sophomoric. He's a 22-year-old rapper from northwest London. So his music is a mix of grime with more recent influences, I'd say, stemming from kind of trap and hip-hop, which in turn brings quite a unique sound to his listeners. I'm certain this guy is going to blow up massively within a few years. And one thing he does do well is talk mental health. He's got a self-reflective new album, Easy As Self-Indulgent, and he touches on the topics of death, greed and addiction, but through cleverly using a third-person fictional artist perspective, which perhaps allows him to express more than he otherwise would. In his interview on the Will Clark podcast, he talks about struggling to accept himself and overcome mistakes and guilt he feels he's made in the past. So he uses writing as a way of processing these feelings, so essentially using music as therapy. He's definitely one to watch out for. And the list wouldn't be complete without the absolute legend from Wales, that is Elro. Whilst much of his music's quite kind of humorously self-deprecating, he's always been really honest about his own mental health struggles. A while ago on YouTube, he features in this short documentary called Being Elro, which talks about and raises awareness of depersonalisation. I really think that it's Elro's past struggles with mental health and addiction that kind of have paved the way for some of his greatest tracks. And also on social media, Elro remains steadfast brilliant at brightening people's day. He posts hilarious videos of his dog Pig, as well as entertaining traffic updates. He's just a brilliant guy, I think. And yesterday his latest release just dropped, his new freestyle, so you should check that out because it's fire. And there we have it. 5 artists who I find really aren't afraid to talk about mental health on social media and in their bars. If you've got any comments, if you agree, disagree, if you've got anyone else you think I should check out, leave a comment. And thanks for watching my first video. Have a nice day.